So far, it's only gotten this far by using brute force, which means throwing a lot of computers and power at it. This is not where it will end up. As with any technology, you first try to make it work, and then you make it efficient. I think that over time, these models will realize that the thrill of the stock market is in. What's in this video is in the air, and we have some shocking news that could completely change the game. In this video, we'll reveal the mysteries behind this breaking news by looking at the demand surge for Tesla stock at a crucial juncture that holds the key to its future. But that's only the beginning. We'll also delve deep into the world of indicators, decoding the RSI dancing on the MXD, and uncovering secrets that could set Tesla on a remarkable path. Please hold your breath, because next week is going to be an explosive one with jaw-dropping data and monumental earnings reports. But before we go any further into the world of Tesla, don't forget to add some magic to our day by hitting the like button and subscribing to Tesla Stock News. So let's start this exciting ride together. A big piece of breaking news that could change the value of Tesla stock came out today. Preparations are already underway for the roll out of the full self-driving beta. This was confirmed in response to a reporter's question, and while Tesla hasn't given an exact date, it's likely that this will happen around the same time that V12 is ready to go, which could happen in the early days of January 2024. People are already very excited about this possible game-changing event, and this will only add to the suspense. The market waits with bated breath for what could be a truly life-changing event for Tesla and its owners. This news hasn't yet been reflected in Tesla's stock price, but it could have a big effect. Even a 10% adoption rate of FSD in North America, which includes the US, Canada, and China, could greatly improve Tesla's bottom line, sending the stock price soaring well into the 300s. As Mo pointed out, the future looks bright together. China and the US make up 36.2% of the world's paved roads. Also, starting today, anyone in the US who orders and receives a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y will get 6 months of free supercharging. This move is sure to attract more buyers. Tasha Keeney and ARK. Concerns were raised about Cruise relaunch by an expert who said that the company may have taken on more risk than its peers, such as Mo. Cruise has an adjusted miles per crash of 0.04 million miles, while the national average is 0.19 million miles per crash. EHO. Does better with about 500,000 miles per crash for manually driven vehicles, and Tesla with FSD boasts an impressive 3.2 million miles per crash, making charging easier than ever. You can also now buy a new Model Y rear-wheel drive variant for as little as $33,900 after federal tax credits, depending on state. Incentives, this price could drop even more in Norway. People have said that the updated Tesla Model 3 is the best car you can buy. This shows how dominant Tesla is in the electric vehicle market. At the same time, Alberta's biggest energy storage company is about to turn on a new $50 million Tesla meat pack system near Grand Prairie, Canada. This will increase Tesla's presence in the energy sector even more. Tesla has made it easy to turn on autopilot with just one tap, and software release 2023 38.9. This makes driving easier for Tesla owners. There are also rumors going around on social media that the FSD beta could be released in China during the holidays in December or around January of next year. Keep an eye out for updates on this exciting development. Now let's look at the bigger picture of Tesla's full self-driving technology. FSD test is getting ready to go live beyond North America, and this is not to be taken lightly. This development could be the spark that sends Tesla stock well into the 300 ES. It's another case where we know the launch is coming up, similar to Tesla's expansion into India. However, the markets don't seem ready for this big change in Tesla's FSD strategy, and when it finally happens in China, it will be a big deal for Tesla, and it might catch the market by surprise. In other news, Hong Kong reported a substantial 715 Tesla sales for October, with 99.5% of those being Model Ys and 0.5% being Model 3s. This is 64% of the total sales for the whole of last year. A noteworthy event is the rise in Model Y stock, which could explain Tesla's recent price cuts on speed and long-range models. According to Google Trends, there are now about 6,300 Model Ys in stock around the world. The supplies for the Model S and Model X are both around 2,000 units, and the inventory for the Model 3 is going down, currently at around 2,000 units. This sudden rise in Model Y stock is quite we see a slight weakening of the trend in the Google Trends data for the Model 3 and Model Y, but it's not a cause for worry. Model Y's interest seems to be leveling off, while interest in the Cybertruck is slightly decreasing but still high compared to historical data. It's important to note that as November 30th approaches, the Cybertruck's popularity is likely to surge, which could bring more attention to all of Tesla's products. Tesla is still involved in the advertising world. It runs about 3 different ads around the world, with the US being the main focus, followed by Europe and investor sentiment. New Zealand, on the technical side, the number of stocks above their 50-day moving average is currently 62.6%, which is a little lower than the highs reached in July, when it was around 77%. This suggests that investor mood could go up. According to the most recent AI investor sentiment survey, most investors are bullish for the week ending November 22nd. About 45.3% of investors are bullish, 31.3% are neutral, and 23.6% are bearish. Notably, the number of bearish investors has dropped significantly from 28.1% to 23.6%. The amount of positive sentiment has gone up by about 2%. And the amount of neutral sentiment has also gone up by about 3%. There has been mostly positive activity in Tesla's options, with 65% of the volume on the call side and 35% on the put side. This shows that a wide range of investors, including hedge funds, institutions, and retail traders, are optimistic about the market's future. The total value of the options traded was $11.63 billion. Futures currently show that stocks are likely to open in the green. Additionally, 10-year Treasury prices seem to be going down. The Nasdaq, SP, and Dow are all showing small gains of about 0.1%, which points to a possibly good trading day tomorrow. It's important to note that stocks have usually done well on Black Fridays over the last 30 to 40 years, so tomorrow could be another good day for the markets. Stay tuned for more updates as the market develops. Let's take a look at the market outlook and the most important events coming up in the next few days. While we can't say for sure that something unexpected won't happen, it's important to remember that the past often repeats itself. Traditionally, since Black Friday, the market has done well. There's always a chance that this pattern won't hold, but a strong finish for the week is expected. The next trading day will be especially interesting because of the unique circumstances. Bond futures will likely stay open until around noon, giving traders a chance to see how the bond market moves. Due to how sensitive the market is to bond rates, stocks will continue to trade. The Japanese inflation rate is a major catalyst to keep an eye on during the trade day because it adds another layer of interest and complexity. This rate can change market mood both year over year and month over month. If Japan's inflation rate falls below expectations, it could mean that the government doesn't want to raise rates, which could be good for the bond market. Japan holds a lot of US treasuries, and there are worries that if Japan raised rates a lot, investors might move their money from US treasuries to Japanese treasuries. This is still just a theory, though, because Japan would have to raise rates a lot for this to happen. Moving on to Tesla, the stock price fell 3.10% yesterday and closed at $233.75 per share, but the overall outlook is still positive. It's a good sign that Tesla has been consistently making higher lows. It's likely that Tesla will follow the broader market trend and could enter the green territory tomorrow. Tesla's stock price may not have been justified in its recent drop of over 3%. It's important to note that there is strong support and buying interest in the range from 230 down to 222. This area has seen a lot of buying activity. If the price were to drop even further, it would probably find support at the 230 level. One interesting thing about Tesla is that it often hits the 230 mark during trading hours, but then experiences big rebounds afterward, as seen on November 17th. Because of these dynamics, closing above the 50-day moving average at $238.1 per share, which is a 1.6% increase from the current level, would be a good sign for the stock overall. The stock seems ready for possible price increases, especially because people are waiting for news about full self-driving FSD expansion into China Relative Strength Index, which could surprise Wall Street when it happens in December or January. This higher demand can be seen in the number of buy orders for Tesla. A close look at the Relative Strength Index, which is currently at 52.97 and pretty much hovering around the neutral level of 50, shows that buyers are eager to buy Tesla shares at this price. This means that Tesla stock could rally up, and I think it should. The RSI at this level shows that market mood is balanced, which can help the stock go up. Price of convergence and divergence, looking at the moving average convergence and divergence, it is now in the positive zone. The MACD line is at 1.23, and the signal line is at 2.06. Similarly, if the EMS blue line also goes up, it would be a very good sign for Tesla stock and could mean strong upward progress for the coming week. People are expecting things to get even more explosive as more data comes out and big earnings reports come out. This coming week looks like it will be exciting, and we'll make sure you know about it. In this video, we talked about a lot of interesting things about Tesla's stock, such as the factors that could send it rising into the 300s, such as strong demand at key levels, the neutral RSI, and the positive MACD. There are positive signs for Tesla's future performance. Now, we'd love to hear from our fans. What do you think about these changes? Do you think that China's full self-driving market will have a take-up rate higher than 10%? How do you think the Chinese market's desire for Model Y will affect this? We value your thoughts and opinions, so please share them in the comments section below. Before we end, we'd appreciate it if you could support our channel by clicking the like button and subscribing to Tesla Stock News. Thanks for watching today, and we hope to see you in the next episode.